Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about Unfortunate Love, that is the upcoming episode of it, was how Lakshmi stops her wedding with Vikrant to go and save Rishi after sensing that Rishi was actually in danger, but Karishma, Neelam and others stops her from going. So let's continue from there. Vikrant, Malishka and others stop Lakshmi from leaving the wedding altar. Vikrant tells Lakshmi that he promised that he will go and search for Rishi once the marriage is done. He says, "Where are we going to go and search for him? It is better that we all should go." Malishka asks Lakshmi to get the marriage done first and then they will search for Rishi. Vikrant says to Lakshmi that nobody wants bad for Rishi and we think good about him. He says we should complete the marriage rituals and do as you say. Outside, Rishi is still trapped in the pool and he is struggling for his life. The priest says that he has never seen such a marriage before, where there are many hurdles, and he asks if it is a sign that this marriage should not happen. Vikrant says to the priest that nothing would happen and says all this happens in true love, and he asks the priest to see how the marriage would happen now without any order and says true love always wins in the end. The priest says you are right, true love always wins. Rishi finds a knife in the pool which was dropped by the goon and he struggles and takes the knife to cut the rope on his hand. Lakshmi and Vikrant begins to take the wedding rounds again. The priest says for the 5th round, the girl would promise that. Just before the priest says the vow, Lakshmi started saying the vows that he promised that he would take her advice in whatever he do, and she goes on saying the vows just like she said it during her marriage with Rishi. The priest thinks that Lakshmi already knows the vow and he is shocked. Lakshmi recalls Rishi and her marriage and she continues saying the wedding vows mantras, and just then, Rishi was able to cut the rope on his hand inside the pool. The priest looks at his assistant surprised and everyone looks on surprised as well, looking at Lakshmi saying the wedding vows mantras non-stop and a song plays in the background. Vikrant's goons that put Rishi in the pool are drinking and they says that Rishi was not dying before but now he is dead because they couldn't hear any noise from the pool again. The goon says that they should drink and leave, but the other goon says that they should get more money from Vikrant before leaving. Shalu, Ayush and Bani are still locked up in the room. Shalu tells Bani that Neelam is doing wrong with their sister, even though their sister has never replied to her before. She says their sister always saved their brother-in-law, and Neelam is returning Lakshmi's favor this way. Bani says even father, that is Virendra, is not supporting their sister. Shalu says Karishma sees their sister as enemy, and she always blames Lakshmi. Malishka tells Kiran that Lakshmi always do drama, but thank goodness that the wedding ritual is about to be completed. Kiran says Vikrant won from Lakshmi today and says that they will soon throw Lakshmi away from the house. Lakshmi says, "I give you this swear." The priest asks Lakshmi to take the 5th round with Vikrant. In the pool, Rishi frees himself and he comes out of the pool and the goons get up in shock seeing him. Rishi throws one of the goons in the pool and takes hold of the other goon's neck and takes him away from there, and the second one tries to hold Rishi. Sonia says to Neelam that once Lakshmi becomes Vikrant's wife, then I will throw party to my friends and you have to pay the bill, and Neelam smiles. Shalu and Bani continue to cry in the room. Shalu says when my sister needs brother-in-law the most, he is not here. She says all the family members have ruined my sister's life and they are handing her over to Vikrant. Ayush says Shalu says to Ayush that it is your mistake too, that this marriage will not stop and we are trapped here and we cannot do anything. Shalu gets angry and she asks Ayush to curse himself and realize that his sister-in-law's life is going to be ruined. Outside, Rishi beats the goons but the other 2 goons comes there and Rishi fights with them. Lakshmi suddenly stops again while taking the wedding round and Vikrant is shocked. Rishi beats the goon outside and Lakshmi says that I had given swear to Rishi that I would always support him and I had married him and gave swear to him and says she cannot do this marriage. Outside, Rishi beats the goons and says that Lakshmi is married to Vikrant because of them and says if Lakshmi's life gets ruined, then he will send them to hell and he beats them. Ayush says Shalu is right and says whatever is happening is a sin. He says sister-in-law can forgive us, but God will not forgive us. This is a sin and there's no forgiveness for it. He says Vikrant has trapped everyone and he is marrying sister-in-law and I am helpless. Ayush cries and thinks that with whom should I apologize? Should I apologize to sister-in-law whose life is ruined, or should I apologize to Shalu and Bani? And Ayush cries. Lakshmi says to Vikrant that I have given Rishi swear to support him always, witnessing the Devi and the Devta, and she stopped taking the wedding rounds. Rishi beat and wins the goons, and the security guard comes to Rishi, and Rishi asks the guard if he is fine, and he asks him to go to the hospital and get his treatment done because the goons beat him as well, and the guard not okay. Vikrant asks Lakshmi that what happened to you? Lakshmi says I have to go to Rishi and she runs and the guard badan cloth falls in the holy fire. Lakshmi is about to run out but she sees Rishi coming there drenched in water fully. Everyone looks at Rishi. Rishi walks inside with difficulty and Neelam comes near Rishi and says Rishi, but Rishi is still looking at Lakshmi. Lakshmi hugs Rishi and cries. A song plays in the background and everyone looks shocked. Rishi owed Lakshmi too and they hug. And Vikrant, Saloni and their family are shocked. Lakshmi asks Rishi if he is fine. She says you are hot and you might be feeling pain and says I got late to come to you. And Rishi also says I came late and says I am sorry. Rishi sees the guard badan cloth burning and it is on Lakshmi, so he throws the guard badan cloth away from Lakshmi's shoulder. Neelam asks Rishi that how did you get drenched? She asks if everything is fine. Vikrant thinks that how is Rishi alive and he thinks that he asked the goons to kill him and says Rishi is alive and standing here as my enemy. He says Rishi should have come late and then I would have gotten married. Malishka hugs Rishi and asks that where was he? She cries and lied to Rishi that her life was stuck, worrying for Rishi, even though she was not allowing Lakshmi to go and save Rishi. Virendra asks Rishi to tell them what has happened. Rishi says I will tell you everything, but first, tell me, as Lakshmi married Vikrant and everyone looks on. In the room, Shalu asks Ayush to think of some way and says I cannot stay here and let my sister marry an horrible man like Vikrant and says I will get mad. She says even Aunt has never punished us like this. Bani says our sister must have married by now and a sent forth ceremony would have been happening. Ayush says to Shalu that even I have not gotten such punishment of being locked up in the room before and says how do I take you both out? Shalu says we should go out through the window. Ayush asks what are you saying? Shalu says yes, today is our last day here and says that just like they have broken Rishi and Lakshmi's marriage, then they will break my friendship with you also. But Ayush owed Shalu and says nothing like that would happen. Anjana, that is Vikrant's mother, asks Lakshmi if her worry is relieved seeing Rishi and she asks her to complete the wedding rounds. Rishi owed Lakshmi's hand and asks if the marriage haven't happened till now and if the wedding rounds haven't happened. Lakshmi nods no and Rishi is very happy. Karishma asks Lakshmi to come to the wedding altar and says Vikrant is waiting for you. Kiran says Lakshmi had burnt the guard badan cloth when she was running outside and Lakshmi looks at the burning guard badan. Rishi gets happy that Lakshmi has not married Vikrant yet and Rishi owed Lakshmi's hand and everyone is shocked. Okay guys, so we are stopping here for today. We continue again tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching and don't forget to always check the comment section for the link to the next episode once they are available. Thank you for watching and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.